Hey guys, Eric Zubik here with a new series coming your way. But before we get to that, current COVID-19 update has said that the tournament has been canceled since March, and this would have been the day that all the Carters were going to head down, technically. Had this been on. But it's sad to say that we're premiering today rather than a week ago. Oh, because of this. But yeah, what is the series you're asking? It is the Mario Kart 64 VA Tournament Archive. What we do here is we recap some of the past matchups with a bit of new details you may have never known before. Well, if you're a first timer mostly, but yes. Also, we interview Carters along the way too. With that said, let's get to the first episode. It is the rise and fall of VA. Now, what's that mean, you ask? Well, let's say history's in the making, yet there's a bit of history that was going to be in the making since 2007, I would say. Hey, but enough about that. You'll figure out what I mean eventually. Okay, let's get on with the program. I should mention today's matchup. I only wish, sponsored by Verizon. Can you hear the audio now? Yeah, you can. And that's why this matchup should be sponsored by Verizon. And we're off! It's a three-man battle in the first straightaway. Nash couldn't get the turbo boost or the rocket start, or as modern-day Carters say. Meanwhile, Weatherton and Matthias front-running with some speed items. Frankie with a triple shell. Nash, being the noob that he is unfortunately not making any progress in catching up. Meanwhile, it's a shell game between the top three. Matthias uses a red shell, but green shell, L will block it, as Weatherton will continue to front run. And oh crap. Yeah, we got a Thunderbolt warning in Frankie. Meanwhile, Matthias not using a triple shroom, whom that he has. As we got a decoy, the deke as they call it in the tournament. We got a banana there. Ooh, shell. L hits Matthias. Frankie now in second. Weatherton will continue to front run going into the final lap. Ooh, Nash with a Thunderbolt. This could rob the top three and maybe change the game. Who knows? Meanwhile, triple shroom for Matthias. He may need to catch up here. Oh, he's going to use the shroom now. What? I was not thinking that, actually. Ooh, and Matthias is utilizing a perfect RFMT, or right fist acing mini turbo for everyone that's a first timer, or into the world of kart. And yeah, that utilization of skill will definitely earn 3 points. Points for Matthias, the best non-shortcutter, and pretty much still the best S right now. And no, this is not an opinion. If you look at the player page, he literally is the top dog. Frankie and Weatherton and are trailing behind, going into the only non-shortcutted track, even in the TAS world or Tool Assister world, for some of you that do not know. Oof, Nash slipping up pretty early, as Matthias has a shroom to start out, but gets hit by a couple reds. Meanwhile, Matthias comes back with a star. And being the king of non-shortcut kart, Art on the 64, he's showing why he's boss, dude. Alright, and he hit. Alright, sets the deke down, gets the banana. Weatherton got a boo. And meanwhile, Frankie with a triple green. Ooh, shell game between the top three again. And as we are nearing the final lap, we know the top 3 are for sure. Now, I should point out for the people that do not know, oh, this is actually a ROM hack, and where every character has Yoshi stats. So it's basically levels the playing field and allows you to utilize 5 more different characters than what a pro is used to. Because when you're starting out, the fastest characters you want to utilize are Peach, Toad, and Yoshi, but this ROM hack can actually utilize the rest of the characters. Like, for instance, Wario. I mean, if I was competing in the VA tournament, that's the character I would definitely want to use. Meanwhile, we have our top 3 set, as I was getting into much more detail. Matthias, Frankie, and Weatherton. The repeat of last race. Anyway, next course is, to my opinion, one of 2 important ones in a matchup, clearly. It is Koopa Troopa Beach, and there is a shortcut midway through the track. Actually, no, not a shortcut, a pre-programmed alternate path. Or PAP. Anyway, Matthias misses the PAP. Frankie goes into the tunnel. Weatherton made it, but he stumbled. So Frankie will take the lead since he had more power. In the cart. And he goes for the 8th place item glitch. It's with a star. Nice. Alright, on to the tunnel cut number 2. Frankie misses the route. Weatherton makes it in. Matthias. Oh, Nash got a lightning bolt, but Matthias makes it in. And this is going to get interesting. Alright. Yeah, there is a backup jump, but it's very hard to utilize, really. Which is why I prefer the ramp to tunnel cut. For most people. Meanwhile, Frankie uses a bolt. And Weatherton went around and used the right path. Frankie also going on the right path. Matthias just won't even use the tunnel cut this time. Oh, Matthias uses the lightning bolt now. And he gets a blue, which could trip up Weatherton here. Oh, yes. And that is a way to come back, man. 9. Oh, yeah. We got the German number for Matthias. 9 points. And we have 4 points for Weatherton and 5 for Frankie. Something tells me this is going to be a tight battle in second place. As we head over to Calamari Desert. Frankie, Matthias, and Weatherton, no surprise, front running. Oh, but Frankie gets a bomb. Now that's surprising. Oh, Nash getting tripped up. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Alright, meanwhile we have a shorter path going on between the top 3. They know that the left path is much better than the path on the course, which I think Nash is going to go over. And yes, he does. I'm correct on that. Meanwhile, on to lap number 2 between Weatherton, Frankie, and Matthias. Sorry I missed the banana aim early late in the first lap. Mushroom for Matthias. We got a boo from Frankie. Yeah, Matthias is smart to use that boo for sure. Over the left path again. So yeah, it's basically clear we know the top 3 are going to be in this race. It's just a matter of who's getting the most points. As Matthias gets the final lap, we'll begin the final lap, of course. 1 block, 2 block, and yes, the Deke used to block shells like early in the game series, but I think starting on Super Circuit or Double Dash, they could. I don't think they could block it no more. Anyway, Matthias is on the left path again, and along with Weatherton and Frankie. Frankie getting the star. Or he'll definitely try to end up in second for sure. But Matthias will get tripped up, and Frankie, it's a decoy! Oi, oh, and he's getting hit. Weatherton will steal second, Frankie third. Oh, 12, 6, 6, and 0. From bottom left through top right. I mean top left, my bad. Yeah, bottom left, bottom right, top left. Them's the order. After one cup. What'll happen tomorrow? Tune in. What'll happen next time, sorry. Tune in to find out. Tomorrow on the Mario Kart 64 VA Tournament Archive.